You're sexy. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like...
24 hours after the video was posted to Facebook, it had 24,000 views.
This isn't your run-of-the-mill buddy cop film. Welcome to When Cops Cross the Line, where the thin blue line sometimes becomes a circus tightrope. In our lineup, we've got D'Angelo Reyes' steamy scandal in Tulsa, Daryl Stasher's flirtatious folly in Jackson, the steamy patrol car escapades of Janine England, and Timothy Escola in Perry Township, and Juan Andrade's troubling encounter with a homeless woman in San Diego, D'Angelo Reyes' inappropriate conduct, and alleged assault.
First here at 5, a former Tulsa police officer charged with rape was in court today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Day. Police say D'Angelo Reyes met the victim while on duty and looked her up on police databases. News on 6's Emery Bryan was in court today as the judge decides if there's enough evidence for Reyes to stand trial. Emery?
Well, Craig, and this is the situation, preliminary hearing where that decision will be made. It has not been made yet. Court is just now wrapping up for the day. It looks like this will continue into tomorrow. But this now former Tulsa police officer, D'Angelo Reyes, was in court for the first time to directly hear from his accuser and let a judge hear that to decide if this case should go to trial.
In the first act of our drama, we spotlight Tulsa police officer D'Angelo Reyes, who rewrote the script of To Protect and Serve into To Pretend and Flirt. Picture a sunny day in Tulsa, and Officer Reyes, on patrol, crosses paths with a woman walking her dog. But instead of a routine check, Reyes turns it into a cheesy rom-com scene, complete with a fake name, Eric, because why stick to reality when fiction is so much more fun?
You're sexy. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like, I'm just like, damn. What's your name?
My name?
Mm-hmm. I'm Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I heard some noise that direction, but I didn't see
Okay.
anybody.
Oh, do you live around here?
Yeah, I stay at the motel.
Oh, which one?
The studio.
Oh, okay.
Reyes' next move? Showering the lady with compliments that are about as appropriate as a clown at a funeral. You're sexy, he declares, probably thinking he's in a bar rather than in uniform. The woman, understandably baffled, finds herself in an unscripted episode of Cops, the flirting edition.
When we pin this badge on and we wear this badge and take an oath to the office, we have expectations that are far above what any citizen would typically have, and we know what citizens expect of us.
But the plot darkens as Reyes allegedly decides to turn this flirtatious fiasco into something more sinister. Later that night, after a call and an unsettling conversation questioning if she was a prostitute, Reyes is accused of raping the woman. The woman's narrative shifts from an awkward encounter to a chilling tale of fear and abuse of power.
Of this year, where this officer encountered a woman at a hotel at 51st and Yale. What seemed to be a random encounter with a woman walking her dog turned into a sexual encounter. This woman later reported it to Tulsa police, wanting to file a complaint about rape. That was investigated, and this officer was questioned about it, first denying it, but a police officer who questioned him says now that this officer on a second interview admitted that there was a sexual encounter with this woman while he was on duty in a hotel room at 51st and Yale. The dispute lies in whether that was a consensual encounter or, in fact, it was rape. Now, the victim gave very emotional testimony in the courtroom today.
Reyes, sensing that his role as a leading man is about to end badly, resigns from the Tulsa Police Department. But this isn't the fade-to-black moment he hoped for. Instead, he faces the music with first-degree rape charges, and a court date looms on his horizon like a storm cloud over a picnic. And now, a word from our legal analyst, Larry.
An officer using their position for personal gain isn't just unethical, it's a gross misuse of power. It's like a firefighter starting a fire just to play the hero. Reyes' tale isn't just a story of personal failure, it's a narrative of how quickly trust can evaporate in the heat of misconduct. His actions cast a long shadow, not just on his career, but on the badge he once wore. It's a reminder that when those sworn to protect cross the line doesn't just blur, it disappears.
Daryl Stasher's flirting incident.
You want to be suspended from school? What's your number?
238-601. 38, 34, 28. Like you scared the fuck. I said you weren't gonna be scared.
Man, I ain't scared to fuck with nobody. What you talking about?
Okay, well why you act like you can't go to a room? Fuck, shit, ain't nobody gonna know what we do in the room. I'm gonna take care of you, so.
You can take care of me, but I don't go to room.
Okay, well, where the hell you go? How you do grown folk shit then? What do you...
Scene 2 unfolds in Jackson, Mississippi, where Officer Daryl Stasher decides to rewrite the police handbook into a dating guide. His target? A 17-year-old girl, making this less of a romantic comedy and more of a cautionary tale. Stasher, seemingly inspired by the worst of reality TV, flirts with the minor during an encounter that screams inappropriate, louder than a bullhorn at a library. As if the age gap and the power dynamics weren't cringeworthy enough, Stasher adds fuel to the fire by recording this entire charade on the minor's phone. It's like a sitcom where the protagonist is blissfully unaware of how the story's going to end.
24 hours after the video was posted to Facebook, it had 24,000 views.
Chief Vance finds it very disturbing that an officer in a marked patrol vehicle would even indulge himself in that type of behavior.
Unprofessional. And it should have never happened.
I don't think she should have been exposing herself like that, but with the officer, I mean, they do crooked stuff anyway, so I don't think it was, it wasn't appropriate.
If you're on duty and you're supposed to be serving and protecting, like, that shouldn't be your focus. But, I mean, I understand they got to have a life, too. And he could have came at her, you know, kind of more respect.
But here's where the plot twists. The girl uploads the video to Facebook, turning Stasher from a small-time officer to a viral sensation for all the wrong reasons. With over 24,000 views, Stasher's misadventure and flirting becomes the talk of the town. It's as if he's starring in his reality show titled, How to Lose Your Job in 10 Minutes.
Now, Jackson police have launched an investigation into that behavior. Our Annette Pegler spoke exclusively to Jackson police about the contents. Annette?
Melissa, Chief Lee Vance is disappointed in the action shown by the officer in this video. I'm told that officer has been relieved of his official police duties and reassigned in the department while this investigation is ongoing.
It's just even more disturbing if she is a juvenile. But again, it's the content of the video, it's the content of the language that was used in the video. It's also him being in uniform in a marked patrol car. That's not the behavior.
The aftermath? Stasher's career takes a nosedive. He's swiftly fired, turning his 8-year tenure into a cautionary footnote. The Jackson Police Department, in a bid to distance themselves from this PR nightmare, condemns his actions. It's a rare moment where life mimics art, as Stasher finds himself in the role of the ousted villain in a police drama. And now, our legal commentator, Larry, weighs in.
Flirting with a minor while on duty? That's not just crossing a line, it's erasing it. Officers must uphold not just the law but also a moral code, especially with minors. Stasher's story is a reminder of the fine line between public service and personal misconduct. His actions not only tarnished his badge, but also cast a shadow on the police force's relationship with the community. It's a lesson in professionalism, or rather, the lack of it, and how quickly it can erode the trust placed in law enforcement.
Juan Andrade's assault on homeless woman. In the streets of San Diego County, an incident happens that's more tragedy than crime drama. Deputy Juan Andrade, assigned to protect and serve, instead becomes the antagonist in a story that would leave even the most seasoned law enforcement officers shaking their heads in disbelief. Our setting, March 11, 2017. A homeless woman, having endured an assault, seeks help, a beacon of hope in her hour of need. Enter Deputy Andrade and 2 colleagues, ostensibly knights in shining armor. But as the plot twists, it's clear that Andrade has mistaken his role, turning protector into predator.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take care of you, so.
You can take care of me, but I don't go to room.
Okay, well, where the hell you go? How you do grown folk shit then? What are you talking about you don't go to?
Okay, you act like I can't stand here and talk to you.
In a shocking turn of events, Andrade doesn't just cross the line, he obliterates it. Instead of offering solace, he allegedly assaults the very woman he's sworn to protect. It's a narrative pivot that leaves you questioning the very foundations of trust in those tasked with public safety. As the allegations surface, Andrade resigns, a move that's more strategic retreat than noble sacrifice. The internal investigation reads like a prosecutor's closing argument, detailing a litany of policy violations so flagrant they'd make a seasoned detective wince. Now, let's turn to our legal commentator, Larry, for his perspective.
In the world of law enforcement, empathy isn't optional, it's essential. Abusing authority to exploit the vulnerable isn't just a crime, it's a betrayal of the badge. When those charged with safeguarding the vulnerable become the source of harm, it's more than a breach of protocol, it's a shattering of the social contract. It underscores the critical importance of empathy, accountability, and appropriate conduct, especially when dealing with sensitive situations.
Janine England and Timothy Escola's misconduct in police car. In Perry Township, Ohio, a dash cam unwittingly becomes the director of a scandalous episode featuring part-time police officer Janine England and police chief Timothy Escola. This isn't your run-of-the-mill buddy cop film. It's more When Harry Met Sally meets cops, but without the charm and with a suspect in the back seat.
Internet.
Melissa, Chief Lee Vance is disappointed in the action shown by the officer in this video. I'm told that officer has been relieved of his official police duties and reassigned in the department while this investigation is ongoing.
Man, I ain't scared to with nobody. What you talking about?
Okay, well, why you act like you can't go to a room? Nobody gonna know what we do in a room.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take care of you, so.
You can take care of me, but I don't go to rooms.
Okay, well, what the hell you go? How you do grown folks?
England and Escola, while transporting a burglary suspect, decide to turn the patrol car into a lover's lane. It's a steamy scene, but unfortunately, the dash cam plays the unwanted third wheel. England makes the first move, and Escola, forgetting his role as chief and mentor, jumps on board. The suspect in the back, probably wondering if he's on a hidden camera show, witnesses this unprofessional tango. This cinematic moment quickly turns into a PR nightmare as the footage goes public. It's like watching a blooper reel, except it's real life, and the stakes are high. The residents of Perry Township, rightly so, are outraged. Their call for action? Fire the duo for turning police work into a PG-13 movie. The aftermath is as dramatic as the incident. Both England and Escola are shown the exit. But here's where the script takes a twist. England, crying foul, claims gender discrimination. She argues that while Escola gets to retire with benefits, she's handed the pink slip. It's like a courtroom drama, but the courtroom is the court of public opinion. And now, our legal analyst, Larry, offers his insights.
In uniform, your duty is to the law, not to love affairs. Gender should not sway disciplinary actions, but fairness should always be the script's hero. This incident is more than just a tale of forbidden romance. It's a spotlight on gender dynamics within law enforcement. England's claim raises questions about equality and fair treatment in disciplinary matters. It's a reminder that while love knows no bounds, professional conduct in law enforcement certainly should.